Before starting the episode for the solo guide on the Order of Souls, I want to thank everyone for being there for those videos, streams I posted in the past. I do plan on bringing out more content, even more. I already do 5 videos and streams per week. If there's anything that you guys feel like I could definitely improve, definitely let me know. But if y'all liking this content, go ahead and subscribe, hit the little bell, and there's also my Discord link in the description of this video, as well as many others. So go ahead and go there, and then that way you guys can stay up to date of where I am going to be streaming and when. But further ado, let's begin the next video. Welcome in Spuds to another episode of Sea of Thieves solo guide. This time we're doing the Order of Souls. Let's go ahead and raise our emissary and get to our very first quest. Firstly, I'm going to go ahead and start with a raid voyage at a sea fortress to hopefully get our emissary flag up a few levels before we start doing our actual adventure. So let's get right to it. Alright, now with the captain of the fortress done, now we can go ahead and use this key and unlock the bottom sea fortress. And it's going to have a bunch of skulls for us to one, get us more rep and a good start on our gold board. Don't forget the key for the very top as well. Okay, another big part of the Order of Souls in this area is that these shipwrecks have a very useful skull that is the Wrathful King skull. Whether it be the normal variety or actual variety, it's worth 5,000 to 6,000 coins before the emissary. So I highly recommend that you go ahead and grab this and bring food. Another quest you can possibly be doing is the Skeleton Captain Murder Quest, where you have to kill between 1 to 3 captains based on the size of the island you're going for. I just did a normal large island. I killed 3 captains, and each of their skulls is going to give me a huge boost to my rep. So go ahead and kill them, and then move on to the back to the ship. Upon finishing the quest, you're going to get 2 of these dark bounty skulls. And this is why you want to have the chest, because you can carry 3 skulls at once without carrying all of them out of your ship. Alright, now we're back to our ship. I think I'm going to go ahead and go to the Mercy's Inn Fortress so I can get the grade 5 to sell, so we can start diving for our next quests. So let's go ahead and get right to it. And by now, you should have a massive collection of skulls from doing that one sea fortress and that one skeleton quest. And don't be afraid to run away from other ships. So that brigantine, as a solo player, would demolish me. They have the Athena sails, so they know a little bit of how to defend themselves on the sea. So if you need to run away, run away. It's a surprisingly effective strategy. So we're going to go ahead and head to Moore's Peak. Moore's Peak Outpost is actually one of my favorite outposts for the reason that there are very little pirates that stop by here and gives me easy access to sovereigns to sell whatever loot I have in case I am being chased. So if you need to run away and you're on the east side of the map, this is a great place to go so that way you can have the whole place to yourself. Our first big quest is going to be the Battle of the Ghost Ships Ghost Fleet Armada. This is one of the toughest battles you're going to have as a solo player other than the skeleton normal fleets. You're going to have to defeat 10 of these ghost ships that only take 3 cannonballs to kill, but if you aren't paying attention and you let them overwhelm you, they're actually very easy and very likely to sink you. So make sure you keep an eye, and this is actually a great way to practice your cannon skills. So make sure you keep an eye on all the ships around you, and that you make sure that you aim for the ship exactly where you need to get those shots in. And make sure that you are looking down below your ship. Make sure that you are constantly repairing your holes and prioritizing whether or not you need to bucket or repair. Right now, it's like in the middle, I would bucket or repair based on what happens. So I would bucket now and then repair whenever I can feel like it's low enough to not worry about being sunk. Once you've defeated the 10 ghost ships, they're going to all go back into the Veil, and then now we're going to see the captain and lieutenant ships. This is the final wave for this quest. You're going to see the captain spawn in front of you, and then outside of the map, you're going to see the other 2 lieutenant ships. The big ships are going to have smaller ships around them that do the exact same thing as the captain ships. They just have the same amount of health as the previous ghost ships. So if you need to, go ahead and aim for those ships to take care of it, so later on they're not as big of a problem. The bigger ships that don't have the unicorn on the sails are the lieutenant ships. They take 10 cannonballs to take down, and and upon death, they're going to drop 1 storage crate at the end and 2 skulls in the end. And there will be 2 per quest. I would recommend just going straight for those ships, but if you need to, of course, go after the smaller ships to get rid of their artillery backup. But once that ship is done for, the other 2 ships will fall with it. The final ship here with the unicorn sails is the captain's ship. So this will take 20 cannonballs to take down, and upon finishing off this ship, we'll finish off the whole event. If you can't take down the ship all at once, go ahead and take out the ships around it, but your main focus is to take care of that last main ship. Upon finishing the captain's ship, that will end the whole voyage for you, and if you didn't kill the lieutenants, but you killed the captain's ship, the whole event will be over, the lieutenants will go away. But if you're trying to make as much money and rep as possible, I highly encourage you to go after the lieutenants first, and then do the captain later, as you will not be able to go back to the lieutenants after the captain is dead. So make sure you go ahead and get the skulls, and then go ahead and go to your next quest. While I was island hopping, I found 2 ashes in a bottle, which also spawned in skeletons for a quest actually on the island I'm on right now. These are actually very lucrative quests that you do want to come back to, as they give you the Wraithful King skulls for 5,000 gold each. So don't skip on these. Upon killing this quest that has 4 captains on it, I got 3 of these Scepter skulls as well as 1 of those Wraithful King skulls, which would equal roughly 30,000 gold when selling it everything. So let's go ahead and kill it, and let's go ahead and get to our next quest. Alright, another quest you can do is the Ashen Lord. This is a mini boss of the Order of Souls that can have a lot of powerful attacks. Once again, it's like a mini boss, so it will spawn in waves of skeletons. Once you kill it, it'll give you a corrupted Diamond Skull as well as Hexing Skulls that can give you a good amount of rep and gold. This is not something I would recommend because it's kind of slow, but if you were the big crew, you can get a lot done really fast. Alright, I have finished my final quest, so now let's go ahead and head to an outpost and sell what we have earned, because this is going to be one heck of a haul. After the Ghost Fleet Armada and all those extra quests, we came up with all these extra skulls, which is going to be worth a ton of money. So let's go ahead and go to outpost and sell what we got. So from our adventure so far, the totals we're getting so far were about worth 2,500 gold to 5,000 minus before the emissary. If you have all these skulls, they can add to a hefty amount. Alrighty, and that is going to conclude our solo guide for Order of Souls. That was about 240,000 gold in about 2 hours. What I recommend doing is getting your emissary up, get grade 5, go ahead and do those emissary quests because those are worth a lot of money. Then just keep repeating. I know it might seem a little boring, but that's the fastest way that I've seen to get money and rep without having to worry too much about other players or having to go out and risk your ship being blown into the marines from that Ghost Fleet, for example. If you guys enjoy this content, I'm making more of these episodes coming out pretty soon. The next one will be under Athena. I have my Discord listed under the description. If you like this, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the final episode of my solo guide under the Athena's Fortune. See you guys then.